Howdy YouTube, and welcome to this episode of the Gunman. So today I'm just going to be showing you guys the latest DeVilbiss on the market. So it is just a pro light. It's called the DeVilbiss Vigilante. Totally awesome gun, but at the end of the day it's exactly the same as all the other pro lights. So you'll be able to get a couple of different tip sizes on it, 1.2, 3 or 4. And these days they do actually come with 2 tips, so you can get 1.2 and 3 or 1.3 and 4. And again, with the air cap, you can choose which air cap you want. So T110, T120, HV30. You might even be able to get it with the HV25. Don't quote me on that one though, but you can also get it with the T110 as well. So I've actually lately been using the HV30 for base coat. I've been really busy lately, so I haven't actually had any time to edit up any videos and take you guys through, using the HV25 for base coat, but I've been really enjoying using it. But yeah, this is a really good looking gun. Like as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh, I need one of those guns. Some people like on Instagram pages and Facebook pages, like they get a bit antsy about the fact that there's always these new limited edition guns coming out, and they just think it's like overly hyped to sell more guns. And look, at the end of the day, yeah, sure, it is a way to sell more guns, but I can't hate on a company for that. Like the very first spray gun I ever bought was this one here. That's the original DeVilbiss GTI, and that was a limited edition, so I really can't complain that they make limited editions. However, like back in those days, we weren't as connected as we are these days, so you wouldn't have even known that there was new editions out half the time. And it's like when you needed a gun, you just ask your local paint supplier, and you'd say, hey, I need a new gun, and next thing you know, they rock up with this awesome limited edition gun. And it was just more of a surprise back in those days. And sometimes like you wouldn't even know that there's new guns coming out, and then like say a new painter might come in and he'd come in with this gun, for instance, you know, and it's like, wow man, I've never seen that, but you didn't know because we weren't as connected back in those days. So yeah, I'm totally not against limited edition guns. For me, like they're more of a collector's thing. Like if this gun here like had have just say been a plain old blue or just chrome DeVilbiss, you know, like polished aluminium, sorry, DeVilbiss, then I don't know, it might not be as collectible, and I wouldn't have obviously done that design on the base as well, which I think looks totally awesome. You know, I'm really proud of that gun holder that I made there. I do have a video on that. I'm sure most of you guys have seen that anyway. So this bonnet here was actually the first time I ever painted anything with this gun. It's actually the only footage I've got so far, because I literally did just get it 1 week ago. But it sort of reminded me of this guy that I work with. Like he's an older guy. Honestly, he probably should have really known better than to buy a fake rip-off gun. It was like a copy DeVilbiss. There are a few getting around, especially at the moment. Like there's lots on eBay, and I've had some people asking me specifically about these guns. They're called GFG Pros. They're red. It actually has some footage, so I'll have to edit that up. But the first job that this guy did absolutely ruined it, man. Like totally ruined a bumper bar and like a quarter panel. And the way I look at it, so the gun was obviously like coated in some sort of an oil to stop the parts rusting. They don't do that with the DeVilbiss. If they do, they will use a specific spray gun lube. But like a good, well-manufactured gun like this, it won't rust anyway. It's all aluminium or alloy and stainless steel inners, so there's no way that it can rust anyway. Whereas with the cheap, dodgy Chinese rip-off ones, sure, all the parts might actually even fit onto the raw model. Like they might be machined, you know, to similar specs, but they're just made from inferior parts. The seals don't last and all that kind of stuff. And like the way I looked at it was that job, like he might have paid, I think he paid like $150 or $160 for this gun, or nearly $200, something like that anyway. But he ruined the job, right? Completely ruined this job. So that would have cost the boss probably $500 to fix the job, you know. So at the end of the day, you put that extra money into the spray gun, and even if it's just that one job that it saves you that money on, or it doesn't cost you that money on, then it's paid for the proper, you know, top of the line proper DeVilbiss anyway. So yeah, I stay away from those fakes. I understand, like, you know, some of the like third world countries and developing nations, you know, you don't always have that kind of money to spend on the top line genuine guns. So, you know, if you do have to get yourself one of those cheap knockoff guns, just make sure you give it a really good soak in thinners prior to using it for its first time. I thought I'd also give you guys a quick look at this awesome t-shirt that Spray Guns Direct sent down for me. I don't believe it's something that everyone can get, but yeah, managed to get a mad Vigilante t-shirt. I actually got a hat too, but I left that over at my mate's place, so I'd be wearing that if I had it at the moment. But as you can see, straight out of the box, I gave it a very quick run through with thinners, partially just to test the fan and make sure it's spraying okay, and obviously it was. But yeah, as I said, might be a slim chance of having a little bit of like residue on the inside or something like that. So quick spray through, and then yeah, I just flow coated this bonnet. It was just in for a couple of minor scratches that actually came out in the clear, and I was just able to put a couple of coats of clear over it. So that's it for this video there, Gunners. Hope you have enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Now you've seen this video, get out there and paint some shit. Coming out.